So we had the Xbox Developers Direct 2026 event happen last week, which was very interesting. I didn't think a lot of interesting things would actually come out of it, but we actually had a teaser and a gameplay overview of Fable dropping during the Developer Direct. As you know, I have been pretty freaking skeptical. I've been pretty skeptical about Fable because we literally had nothing showing about this game, you know, nothing. And this is a teaser now they drop as well, which is 30-second teaser, which is showing the game, which is cool. It's looking good. It's looking good, I'm not gonna lie. You can customize your character. You're not locked into a weird looking female character like they showed. Oh, and did you see that? You can kick chickens in the game. There you go. And you get points for that. This looks fantastic. I'm pretty freaking hyped for this. The really cool thing is the gameplay overview that they dropped, which we're gonna have a look together. I haven't actually seen the video. I'm watching for the first time with you guys, but I've seen like snippets of it and people reacting to it and really being surprised by how the game is laid out and really impressed by it. So it looks like they're on the right track, which is amazing. It actually genuinely sounds like Fable might be the RPG of 2026, which is insane thing to say coming from the fact that I didn't even have much hope for the game, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm a huge fan of Fable. I grew up playing Fable and I have such a nostalgic memories towards Fable. So this is good. This is good. I'm really freaking hyped. So let's watch this together. This is the gameplay overview for Fable.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable.
Yes.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about.
Yes.
Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
That's it, man. I love it. I love it. You begin the game as a child and you literally grow up. Awesome. I'm already in.
Moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But
hang on, let me just pause this. Is this oh, why is this running on? Oh, it's only 1080p. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why is it kind of blurry? This is IGN coding again.
Not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger.
Sounds like
Suddenly
Fable.
alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills,
That looks
magical
beautiful.
forests, bustling villages,
Dude,
sleepy hamlet.
that shot of the village, this is kind of like a mental snapshot I have of Fable when I played as a kid. the original Fable games. Most notably Fable 2 and Fable 3 actually. Like this is very Fable to me. And Fable is it is an action RPG, but it's more of a fantasy RPG. It's like even when I say fantasy RPG, you're thinking of like Skyrim, but Skyrim is like a medieval fantasy, right? This is also that, but to me, Fable always felt like more of like a fairy tale. Like it had a fairy tale vibe to it. And I love that about Fable. So I feel like they're retaining that feel of fairy tale in this new game. It's like whimsical, it's funny, it's silly as well. Most of the time, it's just very silly. And I feel like they keeping that vibe here, which is awesome. I'm all in for that.
Sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches.
Yeah, look at that.
Stunning.
Love it.
And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
Nice.
Can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone.
Yeah.
Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge
I'm
city,
so excited.
full of
This looks
contrasts.
great.
Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized.
This guy looks very sinister too.
Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
The guys look so feminine.
Albion, heroes are special.
Maybe. I haven't seen that part of the clip yet. You know what? This is giving me kind of Hogwarts Legacy vibe. Like in terms of the vibes of the environments, you know what I mean? Like it's so weird because when I first saw Hogwarts Legacy gameplay and like the little villages and the environments, immediately I thought back to the days where I played Fable. And now it's come back full circle because I'm seeing the new gameplay for the new Fable game. And now it reminds me of Hogwarts Legacy a little bit, which is a compliment because that's exactly the correct vibe for the game. That's exactly the correct vibe for the game. It's supposed to be this whimsical, magical fairy tale vibe. And that's exactly what they've done. I love it. I freaking love it, dude.
Different.
I'm very excited. I'm getting giddy about this just watching
They're
this.
more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair,
Yes.
skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
Nice.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will.
Oh,
Seamlessly blending
yeah.
melee and ranged weapons with
That
magical
looks cool.
abilities gives us style-weaving combat,
You
allowing you to
knock
show
a
off
lot
your
of
play
chickens.
styles against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
The combat,
Melee.
this
is at the
combat
heart
feels
of
good.
close quarters
I mean,
combat.
looks good.
You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
Whoa.
We're
Dude,
excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
I didn't notice it that much. I was looking at the combat, dude. Let me look at that.
As our battle rings, folk, and trolls.
I'm just digging this combat, man. This is cool.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more. When we talk to people about their favorite...
Swap
Oh, yeah.
weapon to buy. You'll use light is at the heart of our close quarters combat.
Like this walk over here. I see it. Yeah.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard.
Oh, you know, I have a theory about that, actually. There it is. I have a theory. I think what might have happened is when they first announced Fable, it was the girl. The girl that was in Fable was pretty much everywhere. This girl was pretty much everywhere in the marketing, right? Even if you go back to all the marketing that they've done earlier on, she's the only character you see in the gameplay clips and like even the promotional CGI trailers and all that is this specific character model. So I think initially what they have meant to do with the game is to have a fixed protagonist, being this girl, to have you play as that specific character and not be able to have a character creator or anything like that, right? So they built the whole gameplay, like the animations and everything around this character. I think she was meant to be a fixed character in the game, and then they went back and changed it all. I think that's why you got the girly animation for the guy's walk. I feel like they're going to fix that before they release the game. I feel like they would, because this girl got so much backlash when the game first got announced and the initial trailer dropped, because everyone's like, oh my god, why do we have to play like as this ugly girl character? That's what everyone was saying, because she looked kind of weird, and like, why are we stuck with these weird looking characters that we had to play? Why can't we choose? And all that was a big complaint. Obviously the devs have gone back and changed it all up, and now you have a character creator where you can play as anybody, but they're still working on changing all the, you know, the character animations and everything, because that's all built into the combat and everything, you know, open world, right? So it looks like that might have what happened. That's my theory. I could be wrong, but that explains why the guy is walking like a girl. Either that, or you can maybe change your walking style, animation style in the game, and you can keep, even if you play as a guy, you can keep a feminine walk. You know, some games allow you to do that. Maybe it's got that level of character creator options. Who knows? But I feel like if it is not intentional, that's something they would fix before the release.
So much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too.
That's cool.
Buying a house, getting a job.
You can buy a house.
Some money.
You can,
romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
You can romance a villager and get married and have kids. You can buy a house and have a job. Wow. Okay. So this is going almost into Sims territory a little bit more. I mean, beyond what KCD has done, actually. KCD, you can do a lot of these things too, but not get married and have kids. Interesting.
You can get to know me better.
Okay.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
You can buy every house in Albion. Okay.
Buying
Okay.
every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people. Having a bunch more kids.
Marrying a bunch more people. Marrying a bunch more people and having a bunch more kids. Did I hear that right?
Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
This is great, actually.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
Oh, dude. That is cool. Okay, you know what? That is cool. That is actually quite cool. Did you hear that? Stop paying attention to the ass, brother. Come on. Okay, I'll give it to you. Hang on. Look at it.
And
Look
all
at that
of this
ass again.
revolves
One more
around the
time.
People who live in Albion.
Let's look at that
who we
ass
call
one more time.
The living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique.
Yeah.
Each of them has a name, a role, a daily
Yeah. That's obviously a girl animation that they just kept in. They need to work on that. So bouncy. The fact that they have gone the route of having unique NPCs in the village and each one of them have unique set of characteristics and probably have a daily routine, that is cool. I don't know if you remember which game had this sort of thing implemented first. Maybe not to the same level. There was an Assassin's Creed game that had NPCs with their own routines. I wouldn't say they were all unique to each other, but they had set routines. In Assassin's Creed Origins, I think they first introduced a similar system where the villagers it was Origins. Brotherhood, it was a bit too early to have done something like this, but Origins, they had systems where all the NPCs had its own routine and own thing to do. So if you followed an NPC, it had an assigned daily routine that they would stick to, day and night routine. It was pretty cool. It's sad also they only did it with Origins and they kind of went away with it after that. Didn't really include it in the other games, which is sad. Another example of Ubisoft going backwards. If Fable is doing this, it's actually a little bit more than just simple routine system. It looks like the village, like according to what they said, it said about 1,000 villages in Albion, in Fable. That means NPCs having their daily routine and having different personalities and each NPC being different to each other and not doubling up on the character models. That's pretty cool. If that's the case, they didn't mention anything about they're not looking similar, but if they are having different personalities, each one has its own name and all that, I'm assuming they have different character models for each NPCs and they're not doubling up on that, because essentially what they're expecting you to do is actually be able to interact with these NPCs to the point where you can romance them and get married and have kids, right? If you want to do that, you want to make sure those NPCs are all
Everywhere
different.
you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who
That's pretty
live in
cool.
Albion,
Not gonna lie. Come on.
who we call
That's a pretty
the
cool
living
thing.
population.
See?
There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique.
Yeah.
Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
That's cool.
You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up,
That's cool.
go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them
Ooh.
in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways.
Wait.
Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one.
Wait. Fully voiced conversations with any NPC in Albion? Yo, I didn't expect that. What?
One of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
Okay.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive.
Wow. Dude, there's a whole reputation system with every action. Actually, kind of similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. They took a page out of RDR 2. I'm impressed, man.
Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
You can kick a chicken. Chicken chase.
Us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots.
Wait, if you kick chickens, you gain reputation? I like it. I like it. I like it. Come on, I'm gonna be kicking chickens all day.
Grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way.
Hang on, what is this? Business. Dartmoor's fancy toys for fancier children. Okay. Dude.
And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation.
Dude, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. But does it not give you like a Hogwarts Legacy vibe? Please tell me if it's just me. Because even down to music, everything just makes me feel like Hogwarts Legacy. Not like, you know, Harry Potter, but Hogwarts Legacy in specific. Which is a good thing, because I want more of that kind of game. You know? I'm down.
Every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make. And they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Oh,
Your reputation is created by the choices you make. And you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
Oh, wow.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what other villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
Oh, wow. Okay.
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common.
Dude,
a
I'm
deep
loving
love
it.
for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Woo!
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Dude, hang on a second. Hang on a second. It's coming to PlayStation? What? Yo, I did not see that coming, but yeah, okay. I thought, like, because this has been like a massive IP for them, I didn't think they would actually drop this on PlayStation 5 immediately. I thought it would be like a delayed release for it. That's cool. That's nice. That's quite nice. I like it. I like it. You know, it's really funny because the gameplay that I have seen, it just looks like what I imagined the game was when I played Fable 1 all those time ago, like 20 years ago, whatever it was. I am so excited for Fable, and IGN also did a preview on this as well. Gameplay showcase was amazing. It's got a lot of good systems at play, like the reputation system and the morality system. That is very cool. Very, very cool. It looks like the Fable game that I imagine to be playing when I played Fable 1 as a kid. So extra points for that. And like I said, the game also kind of gives me Hogwarts Legacy vibe. That is also a bonus because that's what Fable's supposed to feel like too. One of the biggest reasons why I love Hogwarts Legacy wasn't just because it did Harry Potter well, like the Hogwarts vibe. It's also because it had that magical fairy tale kind of feel to the game, which I really loved. And that's something Fable also shared all the way back when Fable games were coming out. Maybe Avalanche Software took inspiration from Fable when they created Hogwarts Legacy because it had the same signature. And now Fable Reboot also has that very similar signature of fairy tale vibe, which I'm really, really digging. And I'm loving the whole morality system where everything you do affect everybody. It sounds like a lot of fun to play, man. And the fact that this is dropping in autumn of 2026, which is spring for us. Is it spring? It's spring, right? It's spring for us. I can't wait. This is coming on PlayStation 5 as well. That would be fun. This is dropping on every platform except Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty hyped for it. I feel like this might be one of the best RPGs to drop in 2026. I know, a huge statement because we got Crimson Desert also looking good. It's dropping this year. We got GTA 6 dropping this year, which is not technically an RPG. It's an open world game. Well, Crimson Desert is not technically an RPG either. It's an action adventure game. So I guess my statement remains true because Fable is in fact an RPG because it has a character creator. You can create your own character and roleplay, which is amazing. So hyped for it. I mean, Playground Games, man, they've been making great Forza Horizon games. I didn't expect this level of, what is it, a competency from car game developer, to be honest. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I don't know what to say. It just looks good. I have no notes, man. I have no notes. All I can say is I'm hyped for it. I need to see more. I want to see more gameplay. And I can't wait for spring 2026 for us Aussies over here. If in the US, it'll be autumn 2026 to play this game. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. That's all I can hope for. If it gets delayed, that would be sad, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for Fable Reboot? I really wasn't before, but now I actually am. So yeah, very excited.